Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Good morning, beautiful day. God is good. Salon people, God is good. Today is May 16th, 2023. May 16th, 2023. You see, Salon people over the town are saying that the day that they come so, now not reach so. The election day around the corner, June 24th, 2023, they happen. We all don't tire. Matter be for go. When you look at the level of corruption, you look at the thievery, you look at the violation of human rights, the lack of free speech, people don't get rights that they own country where they're born. In this 21st century, 2023, with the advent of social media and everything else, people cannot freely participate in the democracy. Then they ostracize una, then they beat una, arrest una, lock una up. People in the language across the prison systems that are country today. Una go check. We have overcrowded prisons in our country today. But some people, we can discuss a couple of issues then today there. But before we start this off, proper, let me just take this opportunity again for, thank Comrade Nkashi, by the way. I hear a lot of pleasantries, a lot of good things, Of course, I miss me mama in birthday. Comrade Nkashi, give a shout out. Comrade, mama in Bikini mama in birthday, I think na be day before yesterday. Comrade in Bikini birthday na yesterday. I miss all those, but I want to take this opportunity for wish everybody happy birthday we miss. Let God continue for bless una guide una all. Comrade a young man, a small baba when I come recruiter junior, although not get the name, get Amadou name, but he's the junior man. I know I comrade the feeling all that stuff that Amadou notify very close, very close. But I want to take at the same name. Yeah, it's like just pull one or two letters there and frame them up. But yeah, so happy birthday to everybody who miss. And I want to tell you all thank you. I don't come back. Salon people. It's a lot of things. I'll get for share some experiences later on and all that stuff. But Salon come first. Foremost our agenda with everything that we do. I see all the foolishness come recruiter. I see you want pull vest for how you call this guy with the NGC Arun Zubairu them where you say APC they celebrate. Comrade, don't worry about them people and you see, comrade, I don't need nobody for praise me. I don't need nobody for celebrate me. Comrade, and I believe you get parable along that line. Let God celebrate me, bro. No, comrade, no more. Comrade, let God celebrate me.
No, I know, comrade. God they celebrate you. But you know thing God says
no, not to me, comrade. Not even me. I don't want to let God.
No, God not let comrade. God not let ungratefulness. You see, ungratefulness and disrespect. Comrade, if I not respect you for what you do, I not celebrate you, I not disrespect you.
That's fine.
I get for talk in my own single audio as an APC person.
Comrade.
When the time reach. I go very soon, but then they're more deliberately, right. People understand, say, the level of hypocrisy, they help even the party.
Comrade, comrade, we live in a society where you see misinformation and disinformation is killing the world. And let me tell you, comrade, this goes a long way. And Kashi, by the way, we're coming to a message there. You see, left aside that guy on your side. Like how we say again, comrade, now God now they celebrate mortal man. If you wait for mortal man in celebration, you crash, bruh. Let God celebrate you in this dunya. Nothing that they change. What do we do in this world? Our deeds, our actions. And they follow we. And they follow we, bruh. Comrade, nobody, we don't underestimate the intelligence of the people of Sierra Leone. Some people in their way, no matter waiting. No left things hide this no more. But comrade and Kashi, when we talk about misinformation and disinformation, especially in this 21st century, 40, 50, 60 years ago, 70 years ago, we never get this, the proliferation of social media platforms them for make the message go easy. Where in the twinkling of an eye, what you say now, I don't reach Australia in 20 seconds. Less than 20 seconds. What you say now, I don't reach now the other part of the globe in less than 5 seconds. We not be dead and 10 day. Imagine a walk. Take for example the days of the Adolf Hitler. Comrade Nkashi, a lot of people don't listen. When you get people like Dr. Goebbels, when they the minister of propaganda during the Third Reich of the German, reign of Adolf Hitler, the minister of propaganda. There is a story where they use a lady. She was an American, Mildred Gillers. Now, in name when I actual name, but in name where you use as a pseudo, as a fake name. Now be a Sally. Something Sally. I go remember the first part of her name. When that lady then an American boy go based in Germany. So now they use as the propaganda tool. When they say where America, when the World War, the Second World War, when Adolf Hitler, no one there, America gets involved into the war, because you know where America gets involved into the war, definitely war got tough for them. So what did they do? They use this lady when an American, they get a radio station when they write in script every day. What if you can't talk? And what if they can do? The kind of propaganda where they push out. Now for tell the American people say, when they send on a Pekin and Canada, they can kill them. The German army is invincible. Not to army where they see. So for now, put on a Pekin them, mama them, wife them, young man them, when they left from a girlfriend them, when they came there, propaganda for damage. You know, the resilience of the troops them. For the troops them feel like for say, oh my God, is this where American sister, the guy with the tell say, no, you know, propaganda. But what can happen? When you look at all of that, this lady was held captive. You know, Sally was held captive. Anytime he can lost in life, because if you're not doing what in the German then they want, what in Dr. Goebbels want for they do, what in Adolf Hitler want for they do, they can take her anytime or go lock her up in a concentration camp. So she was in bondage and not be free. But they use that lady day for push that propaganda message. So when come to America and time for treason. But what's in save them, it was the fact that they don't take citizenship now and the American citizenship, then get German citizenship. And at the end of the day, she was under threat of her life. At any time they go kill them. So I go take that kind of a possibility. Well, what's not happening now with World War they did like today? A lot of these other people, they're not under bondage. They are free. Then they commit an act of treason against the nation. Then they talk against the people. Then they make people lost their lives. You know, senselessly, stupidly, what you do because of misinformation and disinformation. But I just wanted to put that out there. Let Salon people understand. At the end of the day, the fact of the matter remains. What will get that Salon? What will happen like today? Where we don't see how misinformation and disinformation they drive people in the wrong path. Where we can help, we come, we stay true to cause, we come for talk about the realities and everything that is actually happening to mankind, for make sure that we prevent. Then like today, for the people that tell say the election, they for postpone and a lie. We don't postpone no election in that country today. June 24, we're going to hold our elections. Coming in cash in how we might have divergent views on this, and no problem. Because this platform, that is what we promote. Then we all get different views no more. But at the end of the day, we meet up at the same junction, we meet up at one point. From 19 Jubilee, when this administration day, we get parliament first of all, the APC was destabilized. We never get a legal, we never get a functioning executive. They scatter the executive. We know Alfred Peter Conte Canaya. Now we talk say, una defend the ruling of George Fisher. Time not there, time not there. That foolishness. But time not there. Panis Karabatia so una sidom an executive then dissolve them. Nobody no challenge the ruling of the judge. Una say time not there. That's it. They be left almost 2 years. Almost 2 years at least, then get for Feta Fetzi. For Sela will restore the dignity of the APC as a political party. Now we'll talk about the registration process. We mentioned about the 270,000 names that were deleted from the voter register. Titi don't get answer. Hey, they say time no day. But we see now the challenge the guy they say, Parliament, una come, una look. The registration, they split the registration into 2 tranches. They say 15 days here for the very first time in the history of our country. 1996 we get rebel war when they cut people hand, cut people foot. All man register concurrently, simultaneously, at the same time. We say, we stand up against these guys. We team up. APC had members of parliament. They get the leader of the opposition in parliament. We get powers for use section 86(2) of the constitution for stand up and say, I want to discuss these things. Invoke and call the commissioner of NEC for come and can defend his stance and position. What do we see? The leader of the opposition at the time, who's the running mate of the APC now, what he do? He go dance by the registration process when they go launch them. They go say, hey, well, you know, one dance. Now push them, push, and everyone dance. What he go do there? What you gonna do there? You see, these are the things we talk. We not defend on constitutionality. When you not defend on constitutionality, this is what we have today. This thing what we see today like today. For now get ID card where people they face them black. So my yellow is still black. So man I teach you they see. It not begin overnight. This was a plan from the get-go where we don't see with the tell us say, we not stand up against this guy. We see the verification process back at the same time. Hey, when they call and say this verification process, boy, if it be 2 weeks, they make I think 4 days or not less than 5 days safe. We say, hey, this thing is not correct. We not stand up against this thing, yes. The parliament was there. APC get members of parliament them will for protect the people of Sierra Leone like today. Now the African Express tell we. It said during the days of the APC as a political party, it said he was one of the people them when they torment former President Nkrumah in government stay, then go to Belgium for go print the ID card, the voter ID card. It said SLPP people were involved in the process. When they tell the guy they say, "Una get involved in the process. Una go with the SLPP." And they talk back so today the ballot form they wouldn't get for vote pan. Today we don't know how to get for turn. And they talk on and we talk, we remember, we remind people them, we tell them say, hey, wanna wake up. Enough is enough. Wanna stand up. Then like today we people in trouble for postpone elections. Are we out of our mind to postpone an election with grace after all the suffering of our people? 5 years? That voter ID card will get. We they use that, we they go vote. Nobody they disqualify under. That voter ID card and the government make an issue. So God and this day, what we concerned about? Now we talk about the not to hear former President Kuruma Wef. In name go for Roma Kaila Uno Pujaun. We don't talk and say, hey, Pujaun, comrade. We say, hey, we don't stand up against these things. These things are happening. But you get reckless idiots, misinformation and disinformation, the members of parliament and the relict and duties, then take them the handover to some miscreant in the society where all they fit for them. Let us go bang and it. They go middle to go. They must go bang and they. Because anybody where the president, Allah say I don't go school. So God and say you're worthless to society. This is what you know damage we continue like today. We don't get a society where instead of we empower with people, them the one they will land book back, they are just as idiotic as look at Kale Yunkela. But then like today, the APC as a political party, it is a very, very damaging, thing for now to tell on people for begin think for yourself that they postpone election. It demoralize the voting appetite where the people then get. It demoralize the people them. It make the people them they lost that spirit, that vigor, that vitality. When they don't pick up, they don't get. They say they go vote this guy out. For go put SLPP. They are tired of the frustration. They are tired of the suppression. They are tired of the oppression. When they come on, they can't tell enough for cancel election or postpone election. What is wrong with you guys? But what I tell people, they say, a lot of these guys, they've planned with the SLPP for keep Marabio in power. For let Marabio continue for another 10 years. People feel say, what they talk like social media, one like company. When they talk out of experience, when they look at the reality, we know they bend, nobody they bribe we, nobody they forgive we money, no politician, nobody they stand up. Beginning of this dunya, we're going to stand up, say, Ibrahim, I give you money. Especially during this fight. No politician out there in this 5 years. We get our gumption, we get the gut, we get the audacity, we get the temerity, we get what it, for come to Ibrahim self for bring money. You don't see him for me, you don't see him for cash box, you don't see him for comrade. Within a year, we say salon like force. The interest of the country is what we're going to put forward, and we don't stand by the truth for 5 years. There is no way under no circumstances. Comrade, go ahead, come on.
Ibrahim, moving election even to 2030, not in the problem. The thing that we don't talk about. We say if you not solve, now the same thing will happen. Now in the problem, Ibrahim, if we sit on 5 years, then when the trouble, so people that will point out a job because we tell people and say this is your responsibility. Una effort to nap for hold on our rules, una not take on a duty, una neglect in the name of bulldozer. Ibrahim will agree say there's a push election for 2030. Then post election, this parliament, where the law said the president then get for make a proclamation for invoke parliament, for let them go, for let them agree for post election. This parliament, where they don't bulldoze for 5 years, they cannot stand. Defend all that here now. So we will not talk. See, this election, they not be getting from where they go join the local council at the presidential election. This election not be getting from where they allow the next registration go alongside with the inside registration. Ibrahim as we talk so today that next man so when the director for voter registration. It didn't also comment na NCRD for trying to collaborate the NCRD data with the NEC data. We'll talk about this tier, we'll call it African Express, over the $10 million wait for this ID card. We'll begin to talk about all them tier, Ibrahim. And now let me tell you, what you me the feel say APC for focus now, Ibrahim, as I tell you so now, nobody no get mine now the southeast, apart from Kono, from Kailan, Keniba, Bo, Moyamba, Puchon. For bond, for let you go talk about APC or even put APC poster. Look, recently Jagaban in hometown, where they go put APC banner a day, then go the video and they destroy them. Nobody no get my talk for APC. Look, Pujon. Then things here, now enforce APC for focus plan. How una go day, now una area SLPP get, then the leader sleep and cover with blankets. Now the area, nobody even get man for put red. Talk less than put Samura Kamara in Puru. Imagine they can destroy Samura Kamara in Billboard. What was somebody were in Puru or APC Puru? So these are the things for so they for try for put straight, for get them voters and the people in that area they let them get put in space. Ibrahim, we cannot talk about postponing election. Let's talk about the thing that we be saying. I get for people and get us for vote. How do I postpone election? Then we don't want to try for put the thing there for let people get chance for vote in Southeast. Let people get right for play the politics na Kenima, na Bo, na Pujo, na Kanau, na Mwamba, na Bond. How we want to postpone election? Look at Alice Moise and then also you don't want to Arabia here in family. That woman na Pujo, we then run they also people and sit and then Bo na sell. Sit and lady, so they don't run away, so don't cross school appear, so they don't have future. So these are the things were very important for me at this time. That for talk about postponing election, because postponing election, you don't solve them problem. Now like for nothing. Ibrahim, there are a lot of people in the spiritual right now. Now for Puma W, then they can't wait for June 2023. We know they can't be any way for begin kill people spirit. People are not ready for do the changes. They don't prepare their mind for the changes, Ibrahim. Let nobody no time for discourage people from the mindset when they get right now. Say, you know what? SLPP, when I thank you, Madam Bishop don't pass it. Thank you. June 24, when I tell you, if you don't walk around for we, you can know that ballot box. If you don't walk around for we, you can know that ballot box. Because at the only side now we left for show. Say, Madam, you don't do well or not do well. How would they cut this time in people and all my wait for June 24? Nobody put any sleep right now. All my let June 24 so that let do this election, let it pass off. Salon will need for begin show the insincere people like Ibrahim. The insincerity, then educated one, who they say then educated idiot and then they say the education is useful to say that people like Kim Keller, where they go, where they lie, say them they go for salon, where they small. Who say you go for salon? If you can't wear any for go fetch war during the war, you been just with okay, left you talk 30 can just with the una can't work for salon, no, una can't sell oil refinery. You can't see work for salon, una can't tip salon money, run go back to go for salon. Madam, you about to send salon passport to Chinese people. We will take visa for Canada, UK. So you see, they can't see Ibrahim. If we not sitting up today, we the youth them. We now all property, them and they destroy. So we left them, then the mortgage, then the own family left them. Very okay. We might have you the sick. He say go to Lebanon. You the fly Canada, Turkey. Then when they sick, the members of parliament they ask for $50,000. When they for pay them, they actually give them $5,000 for let medical fee. If we not snap and say no to that here, hey, Salon go turn like then Haiti. If we look news Haiti, Ibrahim, you don't turn now. The people then don't take one now. Say who they protect yourself. Yes. As they telling now Haiti, they don't take gun now. Say well, who they protect yourself now.
Absolutely.
Police this so, military this so, this tribe and go see them, they get their vigilance there. They are so Haiti don't tell that don't become you don't worse than ever before in their life. So we want to that level there. No go to that level. So let we go more than what happened during the 90s. When people like Salomon, they looking come the brother put up and I born Salomon, they looking come to kill and they go cook and eat. We want to that level there. We now go to happen in Sudan today, political instability. When I shooting happen in Sudan today, now it's further extend to the south. They don't begin go between the black Arabs and the white Arabs. We now for the follow and look what's happen. Now we learn lesson. Ibrahim, how go Sudan? People are not Sudan for 5 years. Then they say when I wait till election can, that man they not get no for do. 5 years, when I don't give you the confidence when I don't behind the scene. No wait for the election for 5 years. We say no behind the scene no the pandemic to public. Now all can happen now and I say no. No sabi. No sabi. We don't be at 5 years. 5 years. You see, I really feel like I wish this executive way they should now don't forget 2 years ago. Because the step they take so now. The step they generally take. If we don't get people to be honest to the party, then tell the day. If we don't find for something, if we don't find that's what they talk say, local for protest, local for press conference. Not so they call it. Remember, if we don't get us out of the tell the day, then I'm the secretary 2 years ago. Like salon for those state.
You know.
Now the man did not take office in a difficult way. Then they call for the right thing. For like happy now, but if they're very close to election, we know one for what make they very be careful and cautious of talk them. We know this government we put them not allow them to bulldoze. Okay, that will answer no be a success. Would have been on in the episode again and tell the government say we will call people and press conference. We call that time and again so when I can't talk. They say no. Now we don't get the executive. The executive meet up to the election then year. We don't go back to now for protest, now for go on campaign, now for try for the team then year, now for try for go for people in the southeast like Kenima na Bo na Pujo. It don't choke them. The team will get Cherikun as leader of the opposition. Then they give the team, we say call for press conference, tell them they need agree. They say no, they might bulldoze. Call for press conference, they know who behind the scene. Ebo, then say the third don't do. Ebo, no one like with the whole law is it. No, the elections, now the determination for let's alone change. And the people are ready. Ibrahim, the people are ready. They are willing for effect these changes. They're 100% not ready for effect the changes.
Absolutely.
Both that the north, that the south, that the east people and don't make up their mind. See, with the change. Those are the foolishness when the people in social media with SLPP. Those who they look at how the people and the suffering masses what they go through and how they determine for do these changes. The only way the APC for do that for show them how they protect them vote, how they protect the people and not just at the area, not the southeast of the country, because they are important. Now for go there and do the hope. Tell them say nobody will intimidate somebody. Ibrahim as who have video studying somebody pull where then they show SLPP. Hey, let's say something Ibrahim. Salon will get still not wait. If you not reach that part, like what's up in Rwanda until the who tell the truth and then show themselves. All man know that a man. You know they ever repeat that Rwanda again.
Absolutely not.
SLPP that board and so one video yesterday me Allah first the clock tower. We not to say now that SLPP the bill.
Yeah.
For see if you check history the AP system.
Right.
Then they build that clock tower.
Right.
The clock tower. Now in them go round Madabio. The one clock tower they put all in your billboard that day. Like no other party no they in a salon.
Absolutely.
Now boo at the talk so.
Yeah.
Me I tell you something, I think I have to do music will do because me I don't country time. I know people in the south and the north when they see the damage APC banners in the southeast. Deliberately PPRC chairman that is reckless and useless. Now don't get for killing them. Hey man, talk and then they will get for put the putting Arizona 1982. Put them all let them pick it and go see when they kill them like dog in the street. Because he had foresee. I'm not in the PPRC chairman that see the thing no more. We were not bossing. There's someone APC. Say APC for do. We don't see videos upon videos when they beat, then they cheer APC banners there. That unlucky dog, when they call, I mean how they call Masiande. No one they make a statement. See, and they condemn the act. Nobody organized for go chair and come banner. One day, not one. APC is not all let and then identity for putting out the match to task. If you don't call right letter to win and sing music, so we sing out. The artist singer, when I say APC for them for find APC for publicity. What about that they destroy in company in billboard? They destroy company poster, then they beat people because of their particular. These are things over for the way APC for they emphasize now. Now they for bring now more, let people understand. Now in there for show the readiness. Ibrahim, I swear to God, if you, me picking go to you take Kenny, beat him. If picking come to me now, stick and take a whopper. Me, I know so that person know me. If you me picking when I go, you take Kenny, beat him because when I go, picking cross can I go start stick and take for him. How SLP will get last city in the other part of the country? When I just small side and go catch, then the area you small area and go turn healthy for problem. You know what happens to Ibrahim? We campaign it, not be careful. APC will campaign at Southeast. Because what make you campaign is that other area. Now the platform where you supporters and get the pay so they get the and they give for you go there. Ibrahim will get the don't come there. Important for all the free normal the free for APC. What's in your for happening at Southeast? Matter don't go to country, they let people protect themselves, you know get security for them. So you don't find they go deliberately with impunity, police will arrest themselves. Then you know these are things that are for put on pressure. Therefore, say the country don't go on fire if the war not interfere because we are very close to it. Let me tell you something, Ibrahim. Some of us, election, no election, we watch and Longo. After the election, we will make a decision. The next action, if we get for dinner, media for talk, or whatever to get for do now, after June 24, we make a decision. But we need to give up this fight. Salongo for the rescue. Any kind of way, they will be rescued. So talking about postponing election, if you already always invoiced 2 years ago, and also like say we hit the young godfathers and because me they now they talk about godfathers and they support to not when I not support to it, for say they call for support. But already they invoice them point already they give so now. It is for make so 2 years ago. If it's a neck for don't do they do so. What make you like keep all that here? You don't know that here. I say don't know from 2 years ago. You don't see that here. Is it much because we will go after the godfathers and say una challenge. The one that we get the right in parliament. See we need agree. This is what happening. We not say una take stone, go stone. At the talk and time I go not say una take una go open Masalat court or box it for saying Mike Tyson by us Douglas. No. Una go voting the law here una challenge them, una walk out. All this one work out to the glad for now because I don't go for all the self to say no, no more be no more do this. I don't want to enjoy now. How we go talk about this election, Ibrahim, when the parliament go approve the commissioner and they approve all the things there. How we talk about this election when the parliament sit down, this ID card then go back and say they don't get and they don't ever condemn. How we talk about this election when the parliament sit down and say don't expunge NI number, don't expunge the PR system, we how they go through today. 2 days when they expunge them. How?
You know,
we challenge them.
Comrade Logi Cash chance
So
let
these are
flow.
things, Ibrahim.
Yes. Logi Cash chance let flow quick. Really reach there. But this audio you get for short CD. Tomorrow so we'll do a longer version. Cash, come on in, my brother. Talk to me, brother. Enough is enough of this foolishness.
Thank you, Mr. Fona, and thanks for coming back because you look as if it's going to be on the boss for try for try for compete to like
Yeah.
it's hard filling the gap when you're not here
No, no, you did well,
and
bro.
I see say me and Comrade be the try for mix up and box up the introduction sometimes, but you see anyway, Ibrahim and Comrade, hey Papa God, I don't even know whose side for start because you see, Ibrahim, the reason why people are the call for postponing the election, waiting at me that the fact that nothing not there with you, nothing. Everything when they call for postpone the election. You see, Ibrahim, come here. I always they say, salon people don't allow let we sing Tentele Pauna because that's good on kind of like cause serious damage now in our life them. When we sing Tentele Pauna, it don't cause serious damage. And Ibrahim, if they call for postpone election, if these guys were bulldozed with everything in the parliament, what it make you think say like when they come back, they go able to take this, put their foot down, take stands for do the correct things then. Ibrahim, the ID card when they ala for so. Waiting there when we don't talk. I remember when the ID card come out, we actually
lost cash box here. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, I just did get call, and this must really call me so it's guys bad. It must get for call back. Anyway, Ibrahim, you see, when this ID card come out, we tell us say, look, the way when this ID card is so, it get a tendency for make one person, one ID card, they use it for vote fighting, and we make mention say because of the way the census day, where it be say. Like the census, they don't go inflate the numbers them that Kenima, when they tell we say Kenima get population pass on. This is a way for me to justify that, Ibrahim.
Right.
We make mention of all these things. Papa God. Ibrahim, it's just like where African Express say, let we go to parliament, let we call them Naluma. These people, they are part of the plan for salon people. The sad thing, Ibrahim, the people who they defend so that they go come with all kind of story they cause with mama them. They talk all kind bell full talk. That's why everyone talk. They say how that Diana and I buy me home to come for me. They say how Terry Coco kind of like give me 8,000 pounds, me, you, Comrade, and Adebayo follow stream at 8,000 pounds. So 2,000 pounds me. The intensity, the 2,000 pounds. I don't know if it's 2,000 pounds big now, but Ibrahim and Comrade said, Adebayo said on I share because me not be received me own. If I get me own share now, all I did for me, I can't take it. You see, the sad thing, Ibrahim, without going into that rubbish, the nasty comments today, let me look at the reason that postpone the election for waiting. But waiting there when we don't talk, waiting there when we don't identify, waiting there when we don't call these parliamentarians there for do, Ibrahim. We've done everything that we space, that we corner. They take time and say, look, guys, this guy they come with NCRA. The African Express talk say like the ECSL were responsible for printing this ID card. They stole $10 million. Liberia. Now people they use Liberia as like a base case as to how Salon Young for one day. But Ibrahim, do you remember? Maybe we need to put this audio and that video where a Liberian MP they talk. We need to pull up Ibrahim. Maybe before this week they done, we need to play that side there when the Liberian MP they actually talk about their own electoral commission. Say they know they suspect some games that they play inside it. Ibrahim, as a result of the Liberian MP go to ECOWAS and point out the problem with ECSL, you see how the ID card in Liberia they I suspect say they will must get their own flaws them inside the system. But this guy mentioned it. Ibrahim, when we are MP they go, we are opposition MPs they go to ECOWAS, they boycott, they disappeared. So Mango peace. So man on our way say they come to parliament back, now salon back and all that thing. Ibrahim, when we pointed these things out, people like that and cross me back. simple Salon people. These are the things that we they talk about. Now, we are the same for postpone election. So man go say, well, if they postpone the election, it advantageous to the APC because APC will get time for campaign more and all that. APC do not need more time for campaign. This government don't campaign for APC. But they don't campaign for APC. But now, then they see them, the person come and they say, now, the old clock tower, none Samura Kamara poster, no, they did. Who are they responsible for doing these things? Ibrahim, watch the like Samura Kamara don't come. Terry Kokobi don't get a salon. Like Jagaban, they go an old meeting, like what you been talking the last time. Where is Terry Koko right now? I don't know when last I see him. And you know, who say Terry Koko they go right now for go all meeting them? They don't use the word campaign, right? Then we just let and say for go all meeting. Where are these guys, Ibrahim? Now when they tell we for postpone election, what's it for postpone election for? The so we knew now, yeah. I listen to Pope. Even though they talk with like, you know, with determination and all that in the day, and they talk say, oh, well, that now they get a full information and all that in the day. But Paddy man, we don't raise these issues. These guys come with NCRA, they come with NIN, they come with the census. We pointed the things that we can go wrong as a result of these steps that we come with. But you see, you know, Papa God Ibrahim, you see Salon man, with arrogance and ignorance, Ibrahim.
Yeah.
They get for cost we dearly.
Oh man.
They get for make like waiting we supposed for gain. We end up for kind of like throw up that the deep blue sea.
Absolutely.
Now people who now when they call, please, una search, una said, I make one day we tell una say, oh, I come and get one talk wake in the talk say, there people there they get for look for we audio them, take them for come. They get for go begin a search for we audio them when we talk there.
Absolutely.
Now, you people in the talk say, oh, if they go along with this election, this kind way, then they lost them. No. Like I tell you one thing, the people are determined for vote, and the people are going to vote. That guy they are, you know, like what's the African Ibrahim, it's time for make like people and make politicians there we put in a luma. Make we expose the one that we don't sell we country. Because for far too long, over 5 years, Ibrahim, we've been saying these things. We they talk about anything they are, we they expose the SLPP. Make, you know, Ibrahim, for me, hey, Salon, the way they show right now. Revolution is the answer. I'm not even afraid to talk calm. That's in there. I'm not even a harm. Revolution is the answer, that's alone. Because when you look at all them politicians there, they're not serious. They don't care about the people of Sierra Leone. And I always tell people, if me, that be flight Lieutenant Ibrahim, and they take jet, I wait till they get parliamentary session. I let go bomb inside it. But they all die. Because they don't deserve to leave. Yes, people do not deserve to leave. Because the pain within the cause, the misery, the agony within the cause that people like them as alone, then they make decisions on their behalf. Ibrahim, yesterday, when they read the Constitution, I think section 48 or so, that the Constitution, they actually tell me say the president is not taxed. The president, the money always they make, they don't tax.
No, not taxable.
Make these guys, they feel say, like, we now we they work for them because they feel say they may tax them at all, Ibrahim.
No.
Ibrahim, it's about time we need to stand up and take up we country back. Yes, look, I just say I think that's section 48.
Right.
The president shall receive such salary and allowance as may be prescribed by Parliament, and such salary and allowances payable to the president are hereby charged. Oh no, we're not to that side. I think not to that side. Talk about. Oh yeah, section 48.
Subsection 1. That's right.
Subsection 3.
Oh, 3. Okay. Shall be exempted from personal.
Shall be exempted from personal taxation.
Yeah, absolutely. Right.
Anyway, over to you.
No. You know, Kashi and Comrade, you make very salient points. You know, Comrade, you know, again, like how they say a revision, everything we want to say over the years, right? You know, Kashi, Comrade, we can say we don't compare Salon. Like when you talk about the politicians, they don't care about them people. You know, Comrade and Kashi, now until you travel outside of this we comfort zone where they so Europe, America. And then you go see them country, they will already consider we say as basket case system. You know, you look at the Vietnam, the Thailand, them, you know, Taiwan, you know, the South Korea, you know. Comrade and Kashi, I'm telling you, when you come out, when you elect your country, you come out outside of your country, you go see. If you're a good leader, all what you want, when you go back now, you continue to go implement it for your people. If you get good heart, if you're not a person where wicked, if you not get witch heart, now go implement for improve the lives of your people. There is no explanation. Country for go before us. What to God, the leader? They come Singapore, they set themselves, they say, we can change this country here. They like today, Singapore is a first world nation. Now they get the best airport in the world. comrade Kashi, where would drive along? You know, you watch country where happiness day, where peace day, where the people then get the mania. As what told me God, you the Siam, na the nation. Salon people they suffer, but I get for like I say, I go for do a personal audio to share my experiences again. To Salon people, I don't understand. Oh, Simon like we they come out because Kashi and comrade, I'm telling you, there is nothing powerful than when you see sight, vision. There is nothing powerful like when you see, my brother. I tell you, when you see, there is no level of education where powerful reach that one day. Forget the writes the book, the read, seeing for yourself. What you see is believing, my brother and sister. I tell you now in the happy day like a salon, what do we get? We malake, we will see. We have to say, "Wam every day." We're making a talk now with from the bottom of my soul. Comrade Kashi, I don't know what God holds for us in the future. I can say, you know, I go contest presidency, but I don't know what's in God plan. I want to contest the presidency, but I don't know what's in God plan. I don't know what's in God decide. I don't know if God your own vision for me life or for we life as a whole. But Salon people and deserve better. Salon people deserve more. When you go to some of these other countries, you go see how people they live. Kashi, coming back to your point, Naya, so with everything that has happened in 5 years, don't call out. You know, it's sad for the country. But Comrade Kashi, I don't reach now. I didn't the parking lot now, and I know see what I go for go inside that building there. As I reach that domot, you go for do this audio. So I want long round up now. You know, but tomorrow, comrade, tomorrow and Kashi, tomorrow I beg you, now begin from this point. No, take them back. You know, because the people of Salon no go see don't let anybody they can't ride now. No. Election with the Ola, Man, be the goma. All man don't get vote ID card. We tell them people, I say, una stand up. How do they can tell people now say at this particular point, oh, because on a pot say well, people they suffer, rest there, per mind there. But people, we let this message there. But tomorrow, we begin by the serious one. But I go waiting take care of now. Bye everybody. Come in and catch you around that. Yeah, around that.
No, I'm not in them.
Like the only thing, like me just like the point is, Comrade Ibrahim, for me. Salon people them don't tire, they don't gaze. You know, with everything where they go on. And me, Ibrahim and Comrade, I tell you one thing, what thinking they pain me? Now the fact that this is not the most easy election where I don't ever see in any part of the world. If only APC for me take advantage of their position. But you see, Ibrahim, them politicians there we don't sell Salon. They must be exposed. And the only time when they expose, now where this election go ahead, and then people can see the real politicians them we don't destroy their life them, Ibrahim and Comrade. And we must therefore expose them. For my Salon go before, their politicians there, we therefore expose them.
You know, Kashi and Comrade, thank you. We'll continue this Salon people. Bye-bye.